That was the firm rumor, man.
All right.
We don't got Dame time in LA. Not yet. Not yet. He's coming. He's coming. CP3 and Melo, they're coming. The Banana Boat crew is almost set, man. Are you ready for that?
No, I don't want to see that shit, man.
You want to see a NBA where Giannis is the fucking champion?
Giannis, or like I could do Portland. Not Portland. I could do Phoenix. I'm kind of torn in between it because I want to see. I want to see Chris Paul finally win a ring. I got the fucking Clark Kent's on again. Keep forgetting. Yeah. Nah, last week that shit was right on cue. Yeah, man, I want to see Chris Paul win, but then I also want to see like the small market teams like Milwaukee win. Like, so. Yep, it's over. You can hear it in the thing, so that's a wrap. So I don't know. It's just like
damn you, Giannis, your room my outfit, man. Your room my motherfucking Phoenix Suns orange outfit that I've got, especially made just for the show, just for this game, man.
But they're wearing black. They're not even wearing orange. So you already knew you was on the short end of the stick.
See the black in there, man? It's trimmed out in black.
It's a trim.
Oh man, that's what they jersey look like. They new jersey.
You supposed to be majority all black with a trim of orange. You know what I'm saying? With a light trim of orange. Then you would have been more spot on and more accurate if you were trying to go be more festive and go with what's going on tonight. This is the first game that I actually caught a little piece of. I haven't seen or watched any of them, but I've seen that they've been tight games. Just haven't had much time to sit down and watch no damn NBA game. But obviously I'm missing out on something. So I'll watch game, 4?
It'll be game
5.
6.
Oh, damn.
This is 5.
See, I fall apart,
you got one left. Because I think it's over with curtains for the Phoenix Suns. They lost the last game. Shit. And I think that was the game that they had to win to secure the championship. I think it's over with Bucks in 6. Damn it.
That's crazy. But would that be what seed was the Bucks? Like the 3?
Yeah, 3.
Who was 1 in the East?
Philly was 1. Bucks was. Brooklyn was 2. I think Bucks was 3. But yeah, man. Episode 62. Walter White, man.
Yeah, Walter White.
Walter White, man. Welcome to episode 62 of the Straight Gas Homie Podcast. To my left, it is Dale the Storyteller.
I put all the extra sounds in there.
Your discretion is advised in your world. Scusi.
Scusi.
Goddamn. Yeah, man, we are here, man. We are back.
Pardon me. Excuse me. Pardon me.
You got it all out, man.
God damn.
Stone cold.
Alright. Now I'm good.
Hell yeah!
God damn. Went down the wrong windpipe. That's this fucking whatever. What?
Get some water, man. I can't breathe.
Here we go. Hold on. Hit my music. Hold on. Give me a restart. All right, let's go. God damn it, he's fucking up.
God damn it. Wait a minute.
God damn. Alex Wright. There we go. All right. Episode 62, Straight Gas Homie Podcast. Dale the Truth Teller. To the left. Start it all over. Gonna do an intro.
I'm to your right, not left.
Dale the Truth Teller to the left. D Block Double D, who's to my right, the star and the host of the show. Now I'm gonna pass it back to you, cause I'm back now. I'm gonna take a swig of this drink.
Oh, yeah.
This Hulk. Because fuck this shit is Hulkamania.
White Rhino get to you, huh? What this is? That's what I'm smoking today, man.
White Rhino.
White Rhino.
So this motherfucker went and made a stop. I didn't get a. Is this from Is this out of town weed? No, okay. I didn't know he was going to re-up.
Oh, you get more than me now, man. So I just get a zip. I get half. So
Yeah, I do be having enough. I got too much.
yeah, man. So I'm not gonna bother you, man.
Yeah.
It's pretty good, though, man. Pretty decent.
Yeah, that shit just kicked my ass, snuck up on me like a backwood. Actually, I do have a throwback wood here. It's not a backwoods, it's a throwback wood. Not really easy to find.
What the fuck is a throwback?
So it's like a back. So it was introduced to me by Take 600, like following him on Instagram.
Okay.
So the purpose of a throwback backwood is supposed to be so official. Like, you know, backwoods they normally have like stems and shit on them. You got to cut them certain ways. The first, when they used to post these, never had a stem. It was always smooth. So it's easier to roll. I've purchased 3 packs of throwback woods since I bought 2 of them out west. And they just got them at the smoke shop. They got the Tyson ones, baby. And every one I've had has veins in them. They're worse than backwoods. So maybe I'm getting a bad batch. Maybe these aren't official throwbacks, but that's what this is. But it is rolled and sealed tight, and I do have one ready to go. It is stuffed with 5 different strands of weed.
5 different strands of weed. No more.
5 different strands. We have platinum cookie,
Okay.
orange cookie, London pound cake, Hirochi. What's the name? Hirache.
Horachi.
No, that ain't the name.
Horchata.
Horchata. That's what it is.
Horchata.
Horchata. And the last one is I had it. I labeled all of them so I wouldn't do this, and I did it. Oh, it's the rest of that cake batter. So I got 5 strands in that one. That's what we smoking.
Out of that gas blunt there. All right, man. All right, man. That was shit.
Yeah, we should have started with this shit. The fuck? Rhino breath. That was the name of this shit? The big rhino?
White rhino got Charles Barkley. Man.
White rhino.
White rhino, man.
White rhino.
Like White Iverson?
Nah, bad take. So how was your week, man? I'll beat you to it.
That was easy.
Oh, man. I thought that was the womp.
Yeah, nope.
My week was pretty good, man. I finished out Breaking Bad, man. You definitely should check out Breaking Bad. One of the greatest shows that's been produced. If you want good storytelling, a great character development and character building,
Okay.
you definitely want to check out Breaking Bad. It's one of those shows where it's like a lot of it means it's like more than what meets the eye. I guess I should say. Like they do a lot of shit with like colors. Like in the beginning of the show, it's like a real bright show with a lot of bright colors. But then towards the end of the show, you start seeing the shit get like a little darker colors, like certain characters wear certain colors depending on their mood. It's like a lot of shit like that. It's like it's about a chemistry teacher, so they use like a lot of chemistry shit in there and all that type of stuff. So it's one of those, I'll say this, it's like how we do about like watching the Marvel shit. So you'll watch an episode or something, and then you'll go to Looper or something like that, and you'll watch the secret details, the small details and shit like that. It's one of those shows where once you get to the end of it, and then you start seeing all the little intricate details and little Easter eggs and stuff like that, it's like one of those shows that'll blow your mind. It's kind of like how The Wire was.
I bet. So let's do this. I gotta watch Queen of the South. You said I need to watch that, right?
Yeah, you definitely gotta watch Queen of the South.
I'm gonna make time to watch Queen of the South.
Okay.
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad.
You have to make time.
Watch Breaking Bad first before Queen.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm watching. But you have to watch.
This is Game of Thrones.
No, 2. I'm gonna give you 2. You gave me 2, I'm gonna give you 2. You gotta watch Game of Thrones, and you have to watch Money Heist.
I'm not watching Money
You
Heist.
have to watch.
I'm not watching both of them out.
You can get trust. You get past it, man.
My TV fucking freezing up on me.
You get past it, man. Sometimes it'll be a little thrown off. You'll be like, "Now what do you say it?"
Smoke too much, man. And I like subtitles. So then when what they saying ain't even matching the subtitles and what's going on.
The subtitles make it matches. It just is not accurate to what's being heard. So he'll say like, "Hey, you gotta move the shit," but he'll really say like, "Go get the shit." It'll say, "Go get the shit." And he'll say, "I gotta move the shit." It's just off like that. But it's something that can be.
How much you want my brain to work when I'm high?
It could be. Trust me, man. I wouldn't ask you to watch something that's bad. Because I know how you think. You'll be texting me 30 minutes into the episode. This is bad. I'm not watching. This is bad. You'll give shit a chance.
Trash.
So that's what I'm telling you. Money Heist. Just give it a chance. Give it 4 episodes. 4. Because it's been a while since I watched it. Give it 4. And if you just can't get past 4, then I say all right. But I'll just tell you that you're missing out on something that you should definitely look into.
I definitely try Money Heist. I'll try Money Heist.
Now, let me ask you this. I was listening to my sports podcast, and they were talking about a show on Netflix called Sexlife, or Sex something. Now, we're going to talk about this, and I'll make sure that Marito hears.
Have you seen?
I have not, okay? Now, wait a minute. Now, I've heard, now I don't watch Insecure. We kind of talked about it. It kind of gives me what I thought Insecure was. That's kind of like, no, I don't know anything. I just know that they
I've
said.
seen both. I've watched both. So.
Well, I just know that they said if you go to a certain episode, like a 20-minute mark or something like that, you're in for a surprise. And it was like, he wasn't expecting the surprise that he got. It was supposedly 2 men in the shower or something.
Oh,
like
my
that.
God.
Right. So this is why they said you're not supposed to watch it. And I just touched the shoulder. So they're like, what it came down to was, he was like, it was like the man was looking at the man. I'm assuming that it was some gay stuff. I'm not sure. But he said the man was looking at the man. He turned around and he unveiled a fucking Remy bottle or something like that, right? So they were saying, wait.
Motherfucker had a hammer.
So I was saying nothing like this, but he was saying, and bear with me, it won't go into no gay shit. Trust me, because I can say that, right? I can say that. Give me a sensor. Give me a sensor. That excuses everything that I just said. Now, back to the set. So he was like, that can't be real. And he said his wife responded by saying, oh, it is real. It is real, and I've researched the actor. So they went on to say, like, this is something that your wife shouldn't be watching without you. And if this is a show where we're just talking about the private part. So they talk about most men, right? So I'm not going to speak on this. I'm not going to make sure that she doesn't see this first half of this show because I don't want to be intrigued to go and watch that. Because I don't want to see what's there. And if everybody's saying these things and if your woman, I don't know how it would feel. How would you feel if your woman, if you saw that and you made a comment like that and she's like, oh, it's real, I did the research. Like, would you feel a way about that? Or would you just say like.
I would. Here you go. I wouldn't feel a way about it only because, like I said, I watched the show and when he turned around and you saw it, no homo, I guess you gotta say, for the small-minded people out there.
Is he white?
He's
Black?
white man. But it didn't look real. When he turned around, it didn't look real. It looked like it was something that was digitized or something that was made bigger for purposes of the show. So what happened in the scene was, so Sexlife is a good show, and I think it is something that a couple should watch because it'll well, you don't like having those conversations, but it'll come up with like, and it'll explore a lot of different conversations and everything like that. And it's one of those shows where it's like, alright.
Hold on, let me say this before you stop. Let me tell you why I don't have those conversations. And I'm gonna make some people mad right now. I don't give a fuck.
If you watch Sexlife is the reason why you don't open Pandora's box. And I understand that from that.
Now listen, I don't have these conversations when I'm watching these shows because a woman's mind is fragile. First off, and like we say, you see the shit. They see the shit on Instagram, and they think that that's real life. So they don't know how to separate. Let me not say all women. Most women don't know how to separate fiction from reality.
Okay.
So they'll sit there and watch that and say, no, it ain't. You not that. This is film. So if you feel like they mind to get so caught up and they put themselves in their shoes, and it makes it uncomfortable sometimes for the man when you're like, because it can be reversed with us too, but a woman always flocks to something that, and it's like more relatable to them, and it's always 90% of the time negative on the man's side. Just told me to breathe because I was getting real passionate about this. Because I look at, and I'm just going off of like when I go in like the comments or when I get feedback, like they really believe like when they see things, like it gives them an excuse. I don't know what the show's about. So I'm saying if it's something like, well, along the lines, well, she feels like the grass is green on the other side. They feel like they're missing out on some things. They miss their old life, taking body shots and things like that. What possesses you as a woman to think that, hey, this is okay? What? I really want to sit down and or have a woman have a real conversation with me to tell me, what are you thinking as a woman when you say, all right, I'm gonna fuck him, and him, and what makes you think that you're walking away from that as the victim? Like, how are you okay as a woman knowing the way men are chauvinist pigs, saying all these things, the things that we say, like, that's the hardest thing for a man to get over. That's why you can always say I would never date someone or even fuck with somebody that's associated with my friend, because we probably had a conversation about you that you know it happened, but you're probably in denial about it. So I'm never gonna be able to view you a certain way because I know the nasty things that you've done to my friend. You know, or somebody that I know. If I know somebody that you've been active with.
That's what Duke on the JVP he said. I couldn't date nobody that dated y'all because I know how y'all give it up.
Right.
I know what type of shit y'all be doing. Y'all sticking in the bitch ear or nose or anywhere. Man. Anywhere she going, y'all will do it.
Like I
know how y'all give it up.
You got, and that's what I'm saying. Like, and you don't really share what happens in the bedroom or whatever. But I've had women in my past where I've actually absolutely exploded in their face. You know what I'm saying? Glasses, whatever. I'm gonna give you a little glasses, all kind of stuff, right? That has happened to you. So at no point can you ever think you can shame me or make me feel bad about anything, because this is what happened. I'm the victim. So I told you, Dirk, I had one bitch, everybody, what the fuck, had that bitch on her knees. This is reality. So, like, this is what reality is. So when you drop your ass down on your knees and you allow a man to do those type of things, or fuck your face viciously, because those things happen too.
Scusi.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I've done these things. I'm just saying I've heard women who say, I like to have my face fucked. They don't want to stroke gently. They want you see them when they post on the porn sites.
Always vicious.
It's vicious.
If once you get in that position,
it's just like, what am I doing here? You just envisioning yourself having their legs up and you're just going to town. You know what I'm saying? Just absolute destruction to your vocal cords. And you think you can shame me by saying Polo G's girl? Well, there we go. We can transition to that.
No, we're not doing
No, we're not doing. I was gonna say this. You gonna go on things and say, I've only had 3 orgasms. Well, I bet you he hasn't had. I bet you he had more than 3 in his own way too. You know what I'm saying? So like,
we all gonna talk about that. It's very immature for a woman to say that. Like, bitch, learn your body. It's not my fault you only had 3 orgasms in 2 years.
What is an orgasm? Okay, so is it when you come? Or is it when you just, your body shakes?
Women move the goalposts.
Right, it's always something.
Orgasm was when semen came out, like when you reach the climax.
Like,
but a woman's orgasm is when they can't feel their toes. They have an out-of-body experience when they have an orgasm. It's the
now, when those type of things happen, I think it's a little extreme and over the top. You don't have to act like that. You don't need to add extra incentive. We know when we're doing a good job. So when we bust a very good one, like our eyes may roll, or I know typically what I do is collapse. You know what I'm saying? You just fucking collapse. Okay? So now that's my orgasm. Give me a break. I'm gonna get up and get the towel in a minute. Clean you up. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what you want because I've seen women squirt and then say they haven't come. What is that? What is that? Like, so what is that considered if you? Alright. So if it's pee, if you are squirting every 5 to 6 strokes, something's wrong with your body if you're just pissing on demand like this. You know, that's piss. That's what I don't understand. So if it's piss,
She drinks like 8 glasses of water.
nah, man, you don't just piss on demand. When we piss, you drain, you're done. You can try to piss again. You ever had to piss in a cup? You're like, oh, I'm pissed off. I can't piss. So if you are able to piss on demand, something is wrong with you. Something is wrong. So I'm assuming that that's not piss. I'm assuming that that's some form of orgasm. And it's incredible. It's something that's feeling great. And they're having an explosion. It gotta be.
It's happening like back to back to back. You're like, wow, okay.
It can't be piss. Because you'll be like, what's going on? 1, 2, soaking shit. You're like, hey man, either you drinking a gallon of water and you can, like, there's no way you pissing on demand. So it has to be some type
of. I poked the balloon in there. There's something leaking out.
Something's going on here. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I just really want to know, like,
to get back to sex.
Go to Sexlife. Go ahead.
So the scene in question is, I'm not gonna ruin the show because you're probably not gonna watch it, but I think you should watch it. I watched all 8 episodes.
I'll probably sneak and watch it.
It's
the sex scenes. Her lady got like some really strong, nice nipples.
Sure, she has nice breasts and her nipples are very hard all the time.
I'm gonna peek at that.
Yeah.
Girlfriends, that's my favorite. The nipples was always hard. Which one is that?
Maya, I think.
The strong face.
I know you're talking about. Yeah, that was my favorite one too.
I'm perfect.
I guess that's the fantasy about like a foreign or white woman or whatever, like perky nipples and titties or whatever. So she got those. Sex scenes is, I mean, if you watch HBO porn back in the day or Showtime porn back in the day, that's essentially what you're getting. That's what you're getting.
Okay.
So they know the sex in there is not mind blowing or whatever. Although I have noticed that Netflix, whenever they start getting their ass kicked in the streaming war, they unleash a series or a movie where it's just littered with sex. You remember last year one where the dude kidnapped the girl on the boat for the year and forced her to be his wife for the year to make, and after the year, if she liked him, they'd get married. If he didn't, she'll let her go. And it was just nothing but sex on there.
I ain't see that.
It's this type of shit that Netflix do, shit like that. But it's like the scene in question was so she made a journal detailing her past sex life. Her husband read the journal and became intrigued by the things that he was reading.
Okay.
And it was about his wife. So he started to stalk the guy who she was reading, who she wrote about, and followed him all the way to the gym. Now, when I'm watching, I'm like, oh, he finna whoop his ass. But he ended up in the shower with him, and the dude turned around and saw his dick. And it's like, maybe that's what he was. And then that's when I realized that's his whole intent of following the dude. He wanted to see his dick. So
that's weird.
It is.
But when he saw it, he was no competition
at all.
So now what does he do? Now what happens? Tell me, ruin it for me, because I'm not watching it. Ruin it.
What happens next is, I mean, he just continues to try. He's basically been trying to win his wife back. He's trying to get his wife, you know what I'm saying, and get her to fantasize about me, love me the way that you're thinking about this man. So he starts to like try to put her in the positions that dude used to put her in. He's trying to fuck her in the ways that dude used to fuck her, spontaneous and shit like that.
How does he know this?
Because he's reading it. So she
She has
a journal where she's literally writing down all her thoughts and feelings about this dude, all the sex that she used to have. She used to be a whore. So she used to be promiscuous. Somebody else promiscuous in her early 20s, like all people should be.
Yeah.
She went out there, she experienced sex, she had a lot of sex with a lot of different people, and then she met dude, and he blew her fucking mind. Because his third leg, and because who he was a record producer. So, you know what I'm saying, that type of lifestyle, that type of environment. So, dude fucked her over, broke her heart like they always do. Then she met her husband, had kids, settled down, had the good life. But then she's hit that midlife crisis. You know what I'm saying? Remember the episode of Martin when he took his ring off? Want to see if I still got it?
Yeah.
It was some shit. It's some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like she questioning whether or not she made the right decision, settling down and going the life that she went because she runs back into the dude with the python that used to beat it down all the time.
Yeah.
And now she's like, man, well, my life is great, except for my husband who can't put it down like this guy. So that's what it is generally. You think it's something like, you first look at it, it's like, oh, it's all about the sex. Then it starts to get deeper in terms of like just each person, like the man and the woman's like mental state going through a long-term relationship and being together and stuff like that. So I do think for a woman that's not looking for it, for the sex and the glamour and all that bullshit, like it can be something where you can watch it with your partner.
I think it takes a certain level of maturity.
Yeah, that.
And a certain level of confidence in your relationship to be okay to watch things like that. I'll admit I'm immature when it comes to these things, and I'm not as confident to watch things like that. Like, that's the problem. A lot of men are afraid to admit that. They don't really talk about it. They try to be too masculine about it. Like, it's okay to be not secure in your relationship. Don't mean you don't really trust me. You just been through a lot. You know what I'm saying? You've seen a lot. And you know, like I kind of talked to you about it. Like, so if I'm the good guy, so I guess I would be the damn fool in this scenario. You lie, you found me, I got all the kids. But I've been that other guy too. Don't get me fucked up. So I got to make sure I make that clear. Because I know it's somebody watching, like you said, they be like, you the damn fool, nigga, Dayo. You the fool. You the motherfucker. I'm like, yeah, but ask about me. I ain't just always the fool. But anyway, listen, man. I'm just saying, man, look, we got to make sure, what, 26-minute mark? All right, man, we just make sure we skip over all this. We're about to get started about the 40-minute mark. But you have to be, like, I listen to people who are, like, confident with those things. It surprises me sometimes. Like the person that I say, like, was talking about it, I was looking into it, was like a big fat ass dude. So I'm assuming his wife is fat as fuck too. Cause he's too fucking fat for him to have a bad bitch. Like, he's really fat. Like, I'm not gonna reveal who he is. They're gonna say body shape. I'm a big dude. But it's just certain levels of big where you know, like, all right, there's only so much you're gonna be able to get. And if your big ass is that confident, because I know when you look down, you can't see your shit. So I know you're not watching that with your woman.
Unless he has a python like this guy.
Not this fucking fat. That nigga gotta do this. I'ma stand up. He gotta fucking go all the way like this to see that shit. How fat he is. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm assuming that they just had that. I hope that at some point I would be mature enough to get past some of the shallow beliefs. But and I won't say it's just based upon our relationship. It's based upon women that I've encountered, women that I've become friends with, women that I've had these conversations with on a daily, and I just see how shallow and how easily, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, that it is for them to just say, all right, I'm gonna get this, like, to undervalue the good qualities in the person and always see just like the negative. I've seen a woman that was engaged and just was so intrigued by a man that didn't do anything for her, you know what I'm saying, but they were intimate. They would have, I think it was just like the spontaneous things. Like she told me how she would get the hotel rooms for them. They would meet up every Wednesday, go do their thing, you know. She would pay for the room, they fuck. He tried to finish one, she want 2 or 3, and she was satisfied with that. You know what I'm saying? And she was fine as fuck, which was surprising to me. And I'm like, damn, you engaged, but yet this nigga who...
Now I don't know who you're talking about. I thought I knew who you were talking about, but now I don't know who you're talking about.
Nah, you know what I'm talking about. This guy was big. He's a big dude. She was of foreign descent. And I was like, what the fuck you doing, man? Like, and it was confusing to me. But
I think that, from watching this, I had a conversation with someone, and I was like, I asked her the question like, could you marry a man who's not in the top 5 of your sexual partners in your life? and she said he would at least have to be top 7 sexual partners, maybe top 10. And I said, for myself, I don't think I can ever be with a woman and commit to her if she's not top 5 sexual partners I've ever had in my life. And that's everything that encompasses with sex. So I was asking her, and I would love to ask a lot of other women and men as well, is like, do you think you could actually be with someone who does not crack the top 5 sexual partners or experiences of your life? Because in this show, that's exactly what it was. Like, she married someone who he probably didn't even crack top 10 of sexual experiences or actual, like, just the sex part of it, of her life. So, and a lot of people.
So this woman that you asked, is she single?
Yeah, she's single.
Exactly. So, her having that mindset, why she's single. So I would ask this. No, I'm saying that. Yeah, I said it. You didn't say it. I fucking said it. How old is she?
I don't think about her age.
All right, I'm gonna ask.
Around my age. Around my age.
Exactly. So I only said that because in my earlier pods, I had this theory where I would say, like, if a woman is in her 30s and she's still single, but does she have a kid? Now see, then that changes it. I'm gonna say why. Because I have a huge issue with a woman in her 30s with no kids and single. That says something about you. That no one has tried to be with you or put a baby in you at this point. You should look in the mirror and say,
that's
I'm not.
Misogynistic.
No, that's the truth. Why hasn't someone tried to trap, like, the lamest nigga gonna try to trap you at the very least?
There's abortions and things of that nature.
No, they ain't done none of that. That's what I'm saying. I'm not asking you that. So if you just say no, I'm not going in too deep. I'm just assuming that it's never happened.
Right.
And I know you've been active, and you're still single, but I'm waiting on the right man. The right man should have found you at some point, at least one of your top sexual partners. You should have at least fell for him enough to want to try to make that work. So I would say that you have to look in the mirror as something about you as that woman. But if that woman has a child, someone saw, hey, I'm gonna put a baby in this motherfucker, so she qualifies.
Okay.
You know, but if for a man, so a top 5 partner for a woman for me would have to be, for me, and I could be wrong because I'm not a woman, I would think that it comes down to dick size. So they go on like, all right, well, but then a lot of women will say, all right, we had a big dick, but he couldn't fuck. I don't know what that means. But I would equate it to dick size for a man.
A lot of women that I know have said that they don't, and every woman that I know have said that they've tried a man with the foot-long anaconda dick, and they say they don't really typically enjoy it. Some of them say, like, it's not that they don't enjoy it, it's not something that they can see themselves dealing with for a long term. And I'll say this, with a woman who is a squirter, I don't think I could ever be with a woman who is like you say,
that's
every 5 minutes.
Right.
Like, that's a great quality to have, but it's not the best quality to have because you lose the grip, you lose the suction, the feel, and it's just like...
It's wet as fuck, but it's just wet as fuck.
Yeah, it's like, alright, now I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't really feel anything. I don't know if you, like you said, are you coming? Are you peeing? I don't know what you're doing. Like, so now, I just feel like I'm just thrusting away. And for no fucking reason. So I don't think I could be with a woman unless we have a conversation. We have to have a conversation. No, alright. After 3 squirts, I'm done. I'm pulling out and I'm walking away. Regardless if I've came or not, like, you squirt 3 times, I'm out of here because it don't really feel good. Well, some women probably can control the level, but I think that's how women equate, like, a man with a huge dick. Like,
so what would how would you equate a woman to a top 5 performer for you? Is it the type of lay she is, like her performance, bedroom performance? Or is it like pussy grip, pussy wetness? Like we just said, you can get a real wet ass pussy, but it's like, all right, it's wet as fuck, but
it's not just, it's gotta be the right, like the baby bit porridge, it gotta be just right.
The baby bit.
And we all men have ran into that one that's just right, where you like, goddamn. When you get into that one, and if you've ever seen American Pie, when you get into it, you say this shit feel like warm apple pie. Like when you meet that woman, that's top 5. definitely the feel, the grip, and it's also the. I'll just say I feel as though for myself, I would always crack the top at least 10 for a lot of women that I've had sex with because I'm not boring, and if a woman cracks the top 5 with me, she can't be boring. That means she has to have good pussy, can't be boring, and she has to be a good kisser, and she has to give good head. You can't just have one. Some women do just get one, and you're like, I can't be with a woman that don't know how to give good head. I can't do it. I'm sorry. Call me whatever the fuck you want to call me, but I will cheat on you to get a blowjob. That's why porn, hookers exist, because I will cheat on you to get a good. You don't. Any man that's with a woman that don't know how to give good head, and you go through Twitter porn or anything, and you come across a scene of a woman just devouring a dick. Do you know how envious and just the urge you get after that, and just knowing that you can't go ask your girl for that because you got to deal with teeth and all other type of bullshit. So, yeah.
That's some bullshit. If I ever dealt with a woman with some teeth and all that shit, like, I'm not gonna see you again. Like, and they gonna say the same about you though. I learned that shit, Joe. I'm like, hey, look, man, I'm not gonna spare you anymore. Cause if you not performing or if your dick don't meet their qualifications, you ain't go. You know when you like, I'm getting a little shaded now. You know what I'm saying? Like. Something was off. I guess I was off or something that night. You know what I'm saying? I didn't hit the spot. So why can't I do it to you? I'm gonna shade your ass a little bit. I'm over here. I'm doing this. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really as in. We gonna fall out of contact because something just wasn't accurate with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna still make you stop talking to me because I don't want to be the bad guy. But you definitely gotta meet some qualifications, like, and you can learn. Now I've had experiences in my long past life where you're not performing up to par. So I can give you some suggestions of the way that I like it, just like a woman with head. All women don't like the same type of head. They don't like
for sure.
My bad. Yeah, a lot of my bad. That was my son. Home and families. All right. Damn, I lost my train of thought. Right, they don't like to be hit the same way. Right. Like some women like to be. They want the quick impact. Right. Some don't like that. Some want long strokes. Some want like
take your time. It ain't going over type of sex.
We not taking our time. I got time for this shit. I got time to be fucking cruising around in the pussy. Give it to me so I can get it over with. This is a job at this point. This ain't a motherfucking passion. I'm not passionate about getting this pussy. I love it, but I'm trying to get into it, and I want to live out. I want to, reenact the scene from my little past.
And the number one thing for me, for a top 5 sex partner is she has to be coachable. She has to be able to tell you. Certain women give better head depending on the position that they're in. So
absolutely.
If you have to be able to be told that without getting in your feelings. And the same with me. Like I say, I am fun. I'm coachable. I'm adaptable. I'm going with the flow, going with the wind. I feel like I learned sex through porn, and I was watching mainly the woman, like any man should, and seeing what they enjoy and what different women like and things like that. So that's how I got all my experience and things like that. Like I said, I love having these type of conversations. So I love talking about it and getting to know a woman's psyche and well, why would you do some shit like that? Or why would she do that? Or why would she do something like that? So a show like this is right up my alley to where I watch this shit with popcorn with a whole bunch of chicks and just be like, I'll give it up. You ever had an experience like that? You ever did shit like that? Like
with a whole bunch of chicks or with your chick?
Even with my chick. Because I feel like you. And also, what this show would tell me is, what I would get from this is, you have to talk to your partner. You got to have these type of conversations. Otherwise, you just never really know. And like,
you just don't want to face the reality of it.
Right.
Sometimes.
And that's what I feel like. Kind of what dude was. It's like neither one of them really want to face the reality. Like she'll go grab her phone and she'll call her friend who's still living that type of life, and she'll sort of live vicariously through her friend. you know what I'm saying, both men and women do the same thing, and it's like, all right, well, let's, you a couple, spice it up together, and it's like, it follows all that. So I don't want to ruin it if people going to go watch it, or if you're going to go watch it, but it is I will say it's a real good show. Only 8 episodes, so it's a real quick watch. You watch that shit in the afternoon. So I would thumbs up, man. 4 out of 5. I think it's a good show. I think it's good pacing. A lot of good things that come out in terms of like family shit, losing a family, what that feel like, what that look like, living life on the other side, like options for both sides, the men and women. Like it's not a show that's just solely on the woman's side and show her. Like it shows the man's plight and what he go through and some of the decisions and things like that. Like I say, it's just.
I got you. I think the older, I always think about that Bernie Mac shit when he talk about like how after being with your wife so long, you just start saying shit and you don't. I'm starting to slowly get into that position to where you like, she said a little small comment that she's like, yeah, what's this, one of your hoes? I'm like, I ain't got no hoes. She gonna say, I say, if I had a hoe, I'd be trying to bring her ass in here with me so we can try to throw her head out there like, yeah, we can do it together. Her ass quickly shut me down. But like that's where I'm at. Get the confidence to actually say it. You be wanting to say it out loud, but you be like, should I say this? Nah, I don't know how this should be taken. I ain't really gonna say it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I'm not gonna watch it, but I was intrigued about it because I knew you watched it.
Yeah, like the dude, he looked at it, he was like, man, I didn't know this part of it. Like he basically realized like I married a stranger.
But you gonna stalk, and then you find that shit out a lot, Polo G. I won't be bringing that shit out. But you follow a man to a gym. Some white shit for real. I'm gonna follow you to a gym and get in the shower with you. Because I wanna see what you're packing. How fucking weird are you to fucking do that, man? I'm gonna honk you down so I can see what you have in your pants.
Well, we can end it.
The fuck wrong with you? Weird shit.
He actually beat off.
No, man.
Watch it. So he was reading a story of his wife and what she was doing with the woman, and he actually beat off to the story that he was reading of his wife.
With the woman, not with the man.
No. What his woman was doing with the man.
See,
he was
weird.
reading that story,
white shit.
And he beat off, and he got off.
Type of nigga want to watch. Want to watch his wife be fucked and play with himself. Like, weird shit, man. Like,
but it also,
how that turn you on?
Because you see it from his perspective, and then you see it from.
Can you see it from his perspective?
Can I?
Can you stumble upon a video of an ex and be like, I'm turned on by this?
Not a woman that you know the one that I'm talking about. No,
I'm saying any ex.
That's what I'm getting to that point.
Right.
I have had exes send me videos of them having sex with other people. It is arousing. If I do not care about, like I said, you know the one I'm talking about, not that one. But aside from her, any of them, sure. Because it's porn. Now it's porn. It's porn with a person that I know and I see, and it's like, okay, I'm seeing how you give it up, and now you give it up the same way. I know that move, so it's like.
So you revisioning.
Yeah, things like that, and then it's like.
Just record them. You need to go back and watch the old video.
I mean, you can with that, but I felt like I was kind of late a little bit to the recording stage. Like I was still in the peak and trying to sneak and do it, so I don't have the productions and everything like I want to have. So
you gotta prop that motherfucker right on the edge.
Yeah, like I ain't got none of them, but
nice side shot. You go back and look like, damn, I got a good view. You be proud of yourself. Look at this fucking view I got right here, man. This is great.
But it is. I've seen certain exes and stuff have sex with other people like this. It is a turn on to me. I'm not gonna lie, because once you get to that level, it's different conversations you can have with that person. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all can joke about it, y'all can laugh about it and shit like that. Like it's different with your actual woman. Like I'm not at that comfort level, or I don't think I'll ever be where I'll be okay with seeing my girl do anything or being a part of her doing anything while she with me, etc., etc. But an ex doing something like that and giving it up, yeah, I'm definitely down with that. I've even asked. I'm like, you got any porn in your phone?
You got me porn in your phone.
And then you can shoot me. You know what I'm saying? Some latest videos you have. So I went down that road, and I can understand it. But like I say, we can get off Sexlife. But going from the dude who had all the confidence, he was like, I'm intrigued at the thought of another man wanting you, knowing that he can't have you, and I'm the only one that can have you. So that intrigued him.
How do we know that he the only one can have her?
I guess he just had that confidence. He just felt that way. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's good show.
This the one that was searching on a hunt. Went on a hunt to find a dick. This the one that had confidence.
No, that's the one that beat off. The one that had the confidence was the one that
Man, move on. I wish you would have told me that shit. I would have stopped. Fuck is wrong with you, man? I would have turned that shit right off.
It all happened in the same episode. So episode 2, I think it's episode 2. He beat off in the first beginning, and then he go hunt dude down and everything. It's good.
To see it. Oh my God, that's weird.
Even if you just up one night smoking a blunt, you watch that shit.
Nah, man, no, I'm not watching that.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
That's some weird shit.
What's weird is Polo, like you keep saying Polo G's girl. Like, how would you deal with something like that?
I don't know how I would deal with that shit, man. Like, cause at that point, you honestly like, it don't matter how many bitches you go out and fuck, you still gonna feel it, cause you just like, damn, wow. And also when you share a baby, and I'm hoping that this doesn't happen in his scenario, but like most of the time, you really just like, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Because they got you by the nuts, because they can play all them baby games with you and shit. So they can just be reckless with you. You can be like, all right, bitch, I'm gonna get you back, I'm gonna slay your friend and all this, but you know that they ultimately hold the trump card, right, that they can take XYZ, or they can just play an even dirtier game and fuck somebody that you know, fuck one of your homies. You always got some lame ass nigga that's been around you who really don't like you, you know what I'm saying? And then they don't invite you places, and then you find out, and you be like, yo lame ass, you really ain't like me. I'm talking about somebody right now. I ain't gonna go too much into that shit. Like, but you always got them type of motherfuckers, and you be like, wow, what kind of character is you? That will also do that, but like, just to see how you bring somebody with you from them, I don't give a fuck. Like I said in earlier episodes, if I'm Tiger Woods, or if I'm Polo G, or if I'm the girlfriend of a famous celebrity, right? Throw one out. Who the fuck is hot? Meg. If I'm with Meg, right? If Meg cheat on me, what can I do, man? I can't leave. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm gonna be mad as hell. She's taking care of me. She's doing all these things for me. She's cleaning me up. I'm fucking her. You cheating on me, all right, fuck it. I can't be upset. I'm gonna stay. I'm not gonna burn my bridges here. So when the shoes are reversed and I'm that guy, if I step out and you see some of these women, you like, all right, man, I just couldn't resist. Like, you see her, she has to understand that. Or I'm gonna try to keep it as discreet as possible. You know what I'm saying? So like, for her to do the things that I'm seeing, and it's just like, you just trying to ed a man out like that, you just like, wow, like, you were just fighting with him in Miami. And it seemed, I don't really know the whole backstory, but I saw like, I don't know if like these screenshots and shit was real, but he like blast you, like these trying to front you, like, yeah, I saw you on so-and-so, this and that, and you just like, fuck it. I'm not remorseful at all. I'm gonna just go all in, and now you're not orgasming, and now you taking little 5-minute clips, doing a little dance with the dude and shit, like, this who you really was. You know what I'm saying?
But when they say the orgasm thing, I don't think, do you think it would hurt if we say, so what, bitch, I had to straighten my body up 9 times out of the 10 that we fought? Do you think
hell yeah.
Do you think that would hurt them? Like
their ego is much more
fragile,
like, than our shit. Like, we can go into a situation accepting failure, because you know, like, sometimes you can't compete with dude in the shower. So you be like, all right, I know what I'm good at, so I'm gonna do what I'm good at. You know what I'm saying? Like, 9 out of 10 times, you might have a one off. Like, I ain't fucking. It's all good. I count the body. If I popped, I count it. But a woman, if they up there throwing that ass, doing whatever, they looking back at you, they doing all these, they think they is just killing it. And you like, they don't know sometimes when your man's mad, you like, Man, your ass, you ever, I swear to God, you ever been anything, hitting a girl from the back or they rat, because you've seen it happen before, you be like, let me see if I can just like, look away like it's nothing. And you can do it, you like, this shit ain't nothing. You looking at the back of their head and they think they going crazy. So if you actually told them that, they would call you a liar and they would say something really mean or hurtful. They'll just dig their claws deeper. But on their drive home or on their way to work, they thinking about that shit conscious. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna do what they, but you're gonna give the next person, they're gonna reap the benefits of you telling that person that, because they're gonna make sure that where they lack that with you, they not gonna lack with them.
They gonna show out.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's why you keep the shit quiet a lot of times. You be like, you know what? It's always a lot of things a man can
We
say.
do the same thing. This is cover car. You take 3 shots of Jack and Coke and you go to town on somebody. You be like, oh, okay, I still got it.
You be like, oh, I ain't do well, right? Oh, okay.
It ain't me, it's you.
Yeah, right. Right, you know what I'm saying? But it ain't always up. But like that's just a fucked up situation, and you just look at the shit and be like, wow. Like, I don't know too much about it. I'm just going off of what I seen. And kind of some of the posts and memes. It could be inaccurate.
But it's kind of like the oldest trick in the book that women do. Like, when they're mad at you, they attack your manhood, your sex game, and it's like, this one girl, like, I watched the show that's, with Mandy, she said, you can't really, if you fuck the nigga more than, if you fuck the guy one time, and you said it was whack, but then you went back 2 and 3 times, she basically said, you can't clown a nigga if you fucked him more than twice. Because you went back several times for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you can't really clown a nigga off one time because it could be nerves or whatever could happen the first time. So it's like, but if you repeatedly fuck somebody or if you've been with a person, then y'all break up, then you try to clown them, whatever, it's like, I ain't really trying to hit that or listen to that because you was with them for a reason. Like,
what
so,
if you sucked this dick more than 4 times? Like, and they try to criticize you, be like, I don't know, I'm just asking, like, or what if a scenario like of a case where a woman would rather give you head than let you fuck? How do you take that as a man? Well, if they got a boyfriend, so if they got a boyfriend that's different, they're like, all right, well, but they don't understand as a man. I think you'd be more furious. You be like, so you gonna suck his dick?
Right. Women think that's okay.
Right? You be like, no,
I don't
it's not.
understand why I think every man says the same thing. If you cheat, just don't suck his dick. All men have that one criteria. It's a conversation if you don't suck his dick. If you do, I don't think we can have a conversation after that. But
you catch up as cheating and you only hear, you in your mind, you want to make you have to brainwash yourself that all she was doing was getting her back fucking blown out, which is enough. Then if you factor in, you be like, you did what? You know what I'm saying? So you just like, are you fucking kidding me?
it's always a lie though, because then you put yourself in a position, you like, we all know how sex starts.
Yeah.
We all know how it starts. What's more intimate, a kiss or a head given from a woman? Would you want it to start off with kissing?
I think it depends on the woman though. But you know the woman that you're dealing with, so if you know your woman is freaky as fuck, you know she sucked the dick. Or if the nigga ate the pussy first and he ate it good enough, she gonna return the favor because that's the type of mood you be in. Or you know the woman that more intimate like to kiss. If your woman like to kiss more, you can see how a kiss will turn into just a fuck. You can see how maybe the dick sucker didn't happen, but if it happened over a course of time, at some point, I'm pretty sure you suck dick, but maybe you didn't. Some women don't do it, you know. So I think it just depends on the type of woman that you got and what you're dealing with, and you can pretty much decipher if she sucked his dick or not. You know what I'm saying? And especially if you get back with the woman and then she doing different shit. You like, this is blatant. Like, this is fucking blatant. Like, how do you feel as a man? Like, wow. Like, this is what I'm saying. I've heard stories where like niggas, like your homies will talk to you, be like, yeah, man, this bitch gonna come up here and tell me to do this. You like, how you handle that, bro? I'm a weak nigga. I don't think I can take that shit. Like,
traumatizing, man. I say you gotta have these. At that moment, you like, hey,
I go missing off air for a while. We have to take
about
a break.
it, man.
We have to take a break.
I'm just talking about what's going on.
Like, we gotta do better. We gotta grow. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta go get married and move out of state. Just fuck it. If I'm like, that nigga move? Yeah, I moved to a fucking, none of you niggas is gonna see me ever again. If I ever got to that point to where it was just devastating and I couldn't take it, I'm gonna get married because I love her, first off. So, but if that happened to me and I got married and moved, and that's my plan, hopefully, eventually, I'm gonna move somewhere. It's a big ass house in Texas, $217,000.
It's nice in Texas, man. It's like hot.
Like
no state income tax.
Like 20,000 more, you get a big ass 4,000 square foot house. You like,
live like a king down there.
what am I doing here, man?
My uncle lived
what
down
am
there.
I doing here in this fucking garage, this den?
He lived down there like the early 2000s. He had a big ass crib with a pool. That shit was nice to see.
I got a fucking blow up pool back there filled with water from the fucking whatever you call a spout. It's fucking ice cold. You gotta let the sun heat it up. You like, I put my foot in that damn water. I feel like I was stuck knee deep in ice. Like,
pool water's supposed to be cold.
Nah, this shit is extreme. This shit is like frostbite. Yeah, this shit, ice bath for real. Frostbite. You like, what the fuck? I need to go sit in front of a heater. Put my damn foot in the sun. Shit, that shit hot, cold as fuck. Coming out that water hose. But yeah, man. I don't know, man, but good luck to Polo G, man. Hopefully, you can get all these hoes, any bitch pretty much probably that you want. I just start slaying shit, like left and right, like living out my fantasies, and hopefully I can just,
like you said, it's a bunch of
get past
it. Devious, low down niggas out there, though, man.
Oh hell yeah, man! Like I don't put past. Could you imagine like going out? Your bitch tell you she's somewhere else, and then you walk into a place with your guys and she there with a nigga. Or, like, somebody was telling me stories, I don't know who it was, they were saying, like, they know females that ride around with dudes, they just pull their dick out or something. Like, you be like, what's going on? What's going on here, man? Like, what if your woman is riding around with niggas who's doing these things? Niggas is doing this. You be like, I'm sitting up and treating you with respect. And all it takes is me to just whip the Johnson out and do some
in your night, you would think that's a deal breaker. Like if you don't want me to whip the hell out of you, I'm not gonna do it. Some man, listen.
Forcefully show it.
People play by different rules out here. You gotta the good guy for a woman is they don't want that. All women want a bad guy, disrespectful. Most women, I can't say all.
I'm gonna catch a Richard Sherman.
What I say most women?
If that happened to me, I'm gonna be like Richard Sherman. I'm gonna be tearing some shit down. Like
I didn't even understand what he was yelling.
I think he was telling, in a nutshell, he was telling his ass like, "Come on through." He's like, "Come through, bring your ass out." Like, bring your ass out.
What you saying? Motherfucker don't know what he said, talking backwards.
Yeah, we could talk about Richard Sherman too at some point.
He thought it was a dumb man. We're talking about it right now.
Right.
He thought he was on the football field. He felt stupid because he thought that door was gonna break down once he put his football man strips into it.
He put a lot of fucking man strips in. He
didn't budge. He was like, fuck.
But just like we're around the same age, man. Imagine Richard Sherman charged up, slamming it to you like that. He whip your ass, man. He whip your ass, man. You be like, this nigga just whoop this like. But Richard Sherman has always been like so intelligent and all that shit. I looked at it when I heard it, I was like,
I wonder what it could be.
But no, they say DUI. They say he was alcohol, like pretty much like depression, all kind of shit. So he got admitted to it and going to get help. Mm-hmm. And I didn't listen to the call, but they say in the call, his wife pretty much was saying like, please don't come in guns blazing. You know what I'm saying? And they made it sound initially like he beat his wife up, home invasion, all this.
Burglary and all that.
Like, look how y'all, they couldn't, and that's what I'm saying, to somebody like Richard Sherman, they can't wait to put that on your name. You know he's done in the NFL.
Right.
And he knows that. But you like, y'all couldn't wait to put this on his name. But you got this fucking offensive tackle who beat his fucking girlfriend to a fucking pulp. She's unrecognizable. Mm-hmm. And you don't even really hear about it. I think he's still on the team.
I think so, probably. If not, he definitely ain't in jail right now.
Ray Rice did some awful things in the elevator. They got him the fuck out of here. White motherfucker do it, it's nothing. Riley Cooper yelling out racial fucking slurs. Stephen A. say something about a fucking Asian man having a translator, and I'm looking at niggas go up, oh, you should have said, shut your black ass up, man. What is you talking about, man? That shit make me mad, man. I'll be like, why y'all always gotta say something? And then you think that was that bad? Did you hear it?
The Stephen A. thing?
Yeah.
I did. I didn't think it was that bad. I think it's the same thing that everybody says about all foreign players. Like, foreign, I don't give a fuck if they baseball, basketball, football, whatever. Like, if you can't speak the language, you can't be that big of a star. Like, I don't want to, I don't want to hear you fucking, I don't want to hear Jack. I don't want to hear that as a viewer, as an owner, as anybody. So I don't view what Stephen A. said as,
man, I just
as
don't
bad or wrong or nothing. Like, I think he said what everybody always say. Like, if you can't speak, ain't the dude, the Yankees had that pitcher that bought out the whole fucking plane for like him and his agent to come over here. Like, he's not a big star, but he cold. Like, I don't know any baseball player.
Tony Cole.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't know any from my recollection. If you cannot speak good English, I don't give a fuck how good you is in baseball. You're never gonna be the star. You're never gonna be the man. You're never gonna be the person that they look to and say is. Cause what's the dude?
I don't think that's true because Sammy would say
Y'all
that
see him
better.
weed?
Nah, he wasn't never that
He was
that guy. He had a good half a year.
Right.
But you got to think about people like Manny Ramirez, Pedro Martinez, Sammy Sosa.
But they
like,
spoke English.
But it was bad broken. You mean like somebody that can't speak the language at all, need a translator?
Right.
That separates it. Right now, that's different.
Right.
Now that you like
Yao Ming.
you can't even talk, bro.
After a while, alright, niggas, you better start learning the language so you can start doing some interviews and talking. You ain't finna be speaking your. Hey man, whatever, man. Even be speaking your language over here in America. The same way if I took my ass over there and played Chinese basketball. At some point, I'm gonna have to learn.
What thing means and why you saying these things? You can't say these things. What is the sense?
WTF?
You can't say these things, man.
Listen, because the Stephen A. shit is like, they get on my nerves, man, with how they just disrespect black people. Like, when he goes and says
Tokyo.
Yeah,
Just talk about Tokyo, man. Oh, you can't. They say you can't even do this if you win. Who the fuck you think you is? Tell me I can't raise my fucking arm and what are you saying to me? You telling me I can't do these things? Mm-hmm. You can't wear these hats. You can't wear any paraphernalia. You can't do X, Y, Z. Your black ass can't run. And we're not gonna pick you for this team, which you know you should have been a part of. But guess what niggas do? Let that shit would happen to an Asian. All they Asian ass would have, we're gonna stick together and drop out of it.
Right.
Let that shit happen to a white athlete. Whatever the fuck Luka is. I'm not playing in the Olympics. What niggas do? Go there and lose. Y'all stupid black ass. Stay your black ass out or you gonna go there and lose to Nigeria and Australia. And then they got the no fans because they fucking study fucking up the world with their diseases. And here we go again. COVID outbreak again. We're getting back to normal. You want to have this shit in Tokyo, and now they got to fucking shut down Tokyo again. Stay over here. Don't take y'all ass to that fucking country that keeps giving off these nasty diseases. Let me tell you, my ex-president can say it. Motherfucker, I'm going to say it. The Chinese be restricted on you. No, they don't restrict Trump. They're going to agree with me because I'm speaking what Trump says right now. You can't do that shit. No, fuck them. You can't sit here and tell us what we can't wear and what we can't do, and I can't do a gesture, and not explain the why.
Right, I do feel like in the whole totality of it all that they probably should have, like, at some point some people saying, you know, like I was talking to Nico and he was like, man, it's not these they waited their whole life to get to this point, and this one girl broke the rules. She knew the rules. So why should I stop myself from getting the bag of doing something because she chose to break the rules? You know what I'm saying? Like, I get that, I understand that, but then again, it's like, after so much shit started to happen, like you said, like, we can't do nothing. We can't even wear Afrocentric head wearing gear and shit like that for swimming and everything. It was like, alright, a stand has to be made. Like, we gonna stand for, what's the saying? If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's how I look at that shit. Like, at some point we gotta make a stand. At some point we gotta do something different and we gotta change some shit. And, somebody gotta make that sacrifice. But motherfuckers ain't willing to make that sacrifice. So we're gonna keep getting treated like this. And I also think, people are looking at Stephen A. Smith because he disrespected the Nigerians, but didn't apologize to the Nigerians, but he did apologize to the Asian man. So
What did he say about the Nigerians?
he was messing up their names and shit like that. But just he
Intentionally?
since they are an African team, instead of bigging them up at getting on the US's level, he was talking about why would you lose? Just like how you just said, how you lose to fucking Nigeria, but it's like, so they looking at that like, why would you big up what we
back again?
Why won't you big up the team instead of disrespecting the team and downgrade it?
Why? Why do I gotta big them up? I'm a fucking USA. I'm American. We lost. What the fuck I'm gonna say? Oh, great job.
Because they're African, so you don't get up there and say, oh, knock. And
Why?
Because that's
I ain't African. So what the fuck I gotta get them extra incentive? Like,
these are your brothers in arms.
they don't think so. I'm American. They gonna say, you American black boy American. That's some shit, say it backwards. And I'm gonna say, you African. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't look the same. We may share the same cheek structure or something, but outside of that, I got kicked out of fucking black history class. Cause my black ass teacher didn't like the fact that I said I wasn't African. So now you gonna force it on me? You can't make me. I'm not a black American. You're ignorant. Wow. Stuff my belief. This is my belief. I don't tell you what to believe. Like, the fuck? I don't tell you what religion to believe in. You know what I'm saying? I don't tell you what to say. Like, you're not gonna poison my brain. Cause I can think for myself. Explain to me why I'm African. That's your heritage. That's where your roots come from. I don't know my fucking roots. I'm not doing any fucking research. If I walk my black ass across that line, they may scoop my ass up. I may end up in the back of one of them trucks. Motherfucker got all them AKs and shit. It's dangerous. You seen Black Panther?
You should say this. Especially since South Africa is going through something right now as we speak.
Well, I didn't know. I don't watch the news.
Yeah, white people out there shooting everybody that's black.
White people?
Yeah, it's like Indians and whites out there shooting everybody that's black in Africa. South Africa.
Are you fucking serious? So how did they get there? So they traveled to South Africa. Is these white Americans? Or these white South Africans?
I think it's like white South Africans. Like people just live there. Like white people that probably go there to colonize and different shit like that. It's like Indians, Africans.
Where's their army?
I don't know. Supposedly, if I'm not too high and I'm remembering this right, this has something to do stemming from the Haitian president that got shot. So it's like stemming from that, and it's like an all-out war out there in Africa. I think it's just maybe just South Africa.
But that's Haiti. That was the Haitian president.
Like I said, I think it got something to do with it stemming from that. I may be wrong about that, but it is violence out there to where I saw it on there. It's like they're literally shooting motherfuckers that's just black. Like,
so white and Indian men.
Indians and whites out there shooting. They got their armed, they got guns on their side, holding big rifles, and they shooting anybody that's black. And they're
so that mean they're just wiping everybody out there.
Throwing violence at people that's black. Yeah. That's what's going on in South Africa.
Now see, this is the bullshit here. All them black ass Africans, you telling me that you gonna let the shit happen again? Like, you gonna let these motherfuckers come over there like again and mass destruction? Like, you didn't learn, you had to learn from slavery.
True, but what I also think it could be like propaganda in terms of they probably targeting like the lower income areas. Where
why aren't anybody helping?
I don't know that the video I saw was like 2 or 3 days ago. So I don't know
I'm about to look it up.
What's transpired right now or what's going on right now, or if help has been sent, or if they have gotten together or whatever. But you know,
I'm about to look it up.
Like as of 2-3 days ago, that's what was going on, and it wasn't it just seemed like that. So it's like if they come, I don't even think you can't really do no shit like that in no big metropolitan city because
It's a South African says riot over Zuma jailing pre-planned. Oh, I see the shit. What you talking about right here? South African leaders fear fresh wave of violence by Zuma loyalists. But I don't see these niggas, these nigga color niggas standing out here. I need to find what you talking about. Where, cause that's why I find it hard to believe that. Yeah, see now they got tanks and shit in the street. Like you can't let no white and they don't even mix white and Indians. The fuck y'all doing together? Like they just took everything from y'all. Y'all gonna team up?
Like I said, so when I saw the post that said anybody that's black they getting shot and attacked in South Africa.
We gotta research that. Cause that's like.
Nigga, you just researched it.
Well, I didn't see that, so I want to see like racial killings.
Like I
Like
can see it now. Probably slow it down, but
it needs to be there. You need to see that shit. You want to do the backwood or?
Sure, man.
All right, we'll do the backwood. But yeah, man, I'm gonna look into that shit.
Yeah, that's why. Well, I can see your point as well. For the Nigerian thing with Stephen A. Smith and all that. So I can see all points. I can see both points, but I do feel like at some point, if you are on that level, you are on TV, then maybe you do have to, stick up for us and show a little unity and show a little solidarity and all of that. Like, because I don't think a white person would get up there and disrespect Slovenia or something like that. Mm-hmm. Maybe they would because I don't know their history. They may not like the Soviets or some shit like that. But
I don't know, man, but we just gotta like. We can't really bear together for shit, man. Like, and that be the problem, and they know that. They know that. But it's been programmed, so that's a whole other story. But
before we transition into Space Jam, because I did see Space Jam.
Okay, I haven't seen it yet.
I'll have to give a shout out to Mo Loyalty for my ensemble that I have on today. My Phoenix Sun ensemble.
You jinxed them.
Shout out to Mo Loyalty. Appreciate the hat, the shirt, the vibe, the sexy.
Speaking of the sexy, did you go back and see yourself in real time? How your voice transitioned?
I did. I watched that shit like 15 times. I was down laughing. I definitely saw it.
Mm-hmm.
That was fucking hilarious.
So you notice how your voice changes?
I did.
So that's what I witness all the time.
I noticed.
Oh, okay.
I did. I definitely noticed. And also, shout out to Lotus Shop. As you can see, I'm wearing my.
Yeah, I noticed that, but I thought you was supporting South Africa when I first seen you. Like,
Wakanda forever.
Yeah, I knew you was sort of some black heritage shit.
If you guys like what I'm wearing, hold on, man. You see? Do you see what I really like?
Smell what the rockets cooking.
What I really like about it, you see the crowns.
Yeah, I just saw that.
The crowns on the side, man.
That's smooth,
it's
man.
King shit, man. Yeah, I like the colors and shit, man. It's real nice, man.
Yeah, that's smooth shit. That's some grown man shit.
Supposed to rub the beads to get away bad energy. That's what the colors represent. So whenever
I would like one of those.
People like you, that bad energy you got, you probably need some shit like
I
this.
do.
You probably
I need that shit. I've gotten better, but
yeah, man, definitely. So if you like, Dale likes it, I'll definitely send him to Lotus Shop. If anybody likes what I'm when he comes up, give it a couple of days. It's gonna be in 4K. You can definitely see the colors. You can see everything, man. I didn't know this camera actually picks up a lot. I didn't really notice it. So when you showing the ant asses, it was really showing the ant asses. I probably should have put the rock thing in there a little, hold up. I didn't know that you could really see everything that it sees.
Hell yeah.
So
when you're looking at that shit in that 4K.
Definitely shout out Lotus Shop for hooking me up with the new stuff. I wear this every day, man. I like it. I like how it looks. Like you say, it's grown man shit. It gives off a different image. So if I'm walking up to a lady, you know what I'm saying, you got this on, she looking at you different, like, oh, okay. Young African kid.
Got some soul, right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You listen to Umar Johnson. Oh yeah, I know he is.
He's like, yeah, bitch, you don't know, I'm just the same old nigga. Projects. Put this shit around my neck. Fooling you.
I'm gonna get some more of this, man. So shout out Lotus Shop. Definitely go check it out.
Okay, for sure.
Space Jam.
Go
new
into
legacy.
Cause I didn't see it. I saw that bad shoe. They actually tried to compare the LeBron shoe to the Space Jam Jordan. Blowout. Don't even talk about it. Move on.
Only reason is because it's a two-tone shoe. So if both shoes look the same, I think it look better.
The Space Jam? That's because you ain't know.
Yeah, ain't no Mike here. So I looked at the Space Jam, I was like, it look decent, but nah. So
I'm gonna pull up a LeBron shoe and put it in that fucking camera.
you can.
Let me see.
You can. Not the two-tone. I saw that post. You talking about the post that was on Instagram that had both of them up there? So if
You do the one with the single.
right, if you just show the shoe that matches his jersey, that shoe looks better than the Space Jam. That's all I'm saying.
No way. Go ahead. You can talk about the movie while I pull this shit up.
The movie Space Jam: A New Legacy, starring LeBron James, it is a pretty good movie. If I had to give it out of 10, I'd probably give it like 7.5 out of 10.
Because it's LeBron?
Nah,
Or
because
because you really think it's a good movie? You think it's better than the first?
it's not better than the first one,
Thank you.
and but it's a reason to me why it's not better than the first one. Not because the first one was so fucking good, but it's a 7 because it's not a bad movie. You know what I'm saying? I like the premise of the movie. You know what I'm saying? Like how they got to Toon World and how they actually got to play in the game. LeBron's acting is not that bad. They got a couple of Walking Dead characters in there. Sasha plays his wife, so that's a plus to me. She got a couple of funny lines in there. It was funny as hell in the beginning.
I can't find this shoe.
It has one of the best openings that I've ever seen in a movie, ever. So like if you're not a LeBron James, if you wanna sit your child down and give him a crash course on who LeBron James is, let him watch the beginning of Space Jam, and you'll get hyped as fuck watching that shit. Like, oh, this motherfucker cold. So it got that going for it, and it's just a decent movie. You know what I'm saying? It's not a bad movie. I think the reason I asked you, why do you like the original Space Jam? Because you're a little older than me.
Well, that's
So when Space Jam came out, you was a little older.
I don't think the original Space Jam is a good movie. It's just one of those movies that's like it's just cemented, like because of what Jordan was, and just because of like,
You think it's because of Jordan or the Looney Tunes?
no, because when I rewatched Space Jam, it's a hard watch, but it's just more so like it's a childhood thing. It's kind of like one of those things you tie into like what am I trying to say? So let's say like. You know, I don't want to say like, I don't want to compare it to an iconic Disney movie, but it's like one of those movies that you've seen as a child that...
Trying to say it's like Aladdin and Little Mermaid and shit like that?
Aladdin is classic for me, so it would be like Little Mermaid. Like I've seen it, but I don't rank it anywhere. So like Space Jam is something like that. We like, all right, this is a Michael Jordan movie. You know what I'm saying? It's more so like the movie because of Jordan and because it got like the other NBA athletes of that time frame. For me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what Space Jam 2 would be. It depends on what you're looking to get out of it. You see what I'm saying? Like, so when I'm thinking about like me, when I used to watch like baseball movies or sports movies growing up, when you see like real players in the movie, that validated the movie a little more for me. You know what I'm saying? When it really like more so baseball, when it really explains certain parts of the game, you really get to see those real celebrity people into the movie. So like if LeBron is only him for star power, and then he just got like a bunch of fucking Looney Tunes, then he loses me already. It's more so aiming for like the child. Like my kids may like it, but I doubt it. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't have an expectation. But I'm just gonna watch it just because it's Space Jam, and I want to see how LeBron performs.
I think that's. Excuse me. I think that's an interesting take. With you saying that you went to see Space Jam, the original for Michael Jordan. I look at it differently. I look at it as Space Jam as being one of those like a collision course, like perfect timing of everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it came out in like '92. Like my grandfather watched the Looney Tunes, my mom watched the Looney Tunes, and then I watched the Looney Tunes. So it was a cartoon that everybody could relate to because everybody grew up watching it, everybody was a fan of it, everybody loved it. Like back when we was growing up, like girls had Tweety Bird posters in their room, pillows. Like, they was in love with Tweety Bird. I know girls that would fight you if you said Tweety Bird was gay because you didn't know it was a boy or a girl. Like, so we was that invested. Like, I had Looney Tunes drawers and shit like that growing up. So we was invested in Looney Tunes in a different type of way back in the 90s when you was growing up. And Michael Jordan was the hottest thing since sliced bread back in the 90s. So I feel like it was a movie where you was going to see both, but more so you was going to see the Looney Tunes and not just Michael Jordan. So fast forward to 2021, the one critique that I would say about this movie is it's probably about 10 years too late, and it has the wrong starring person in it. And the reason why I say that is because my nieces and nephews probably don't even know who the Looney Tunes are. Like, they probably don't have any type of connection to Tasmanian Devil or Foghorn Leghorn, like Elmer Fudd. Like, anybody can name Bugs Bunny, but these characters that I'm naming, like, are the real characters. Like, so they probably don't even know them. They got no investment in them. So when you're talking about a family movie, I wouldn't take any of my nieces and nephews to see this movie because they don't even fucking, first of all, they don't like LeBron. And they don't even know these cartoon characters. So how is no connection there? You know what I'm saying? And most old people don't like LeBron. Most people that's going to take their kids to see this movie don't like LeBron. They're going to see it, hoping that LeBron does a bad job so they can talk about it. Like, that's the feeling that I get if people want to go see this fucking movie. And
that's dumb.
And to me, it's like, that's why I feel like the disconnect of it is, because I didn't watch the original Space Jam for basketball because there was no basketball in there. It was like weak ass basketball, like, so you didn't really get to see shit. It was just like some fool shit. And in this one, it's like the same shit. Like, the basketball that you see in it is like new school video game type shit. It's like watching Fortnite basketball. Like, that's what this shit is. So the actual game that was played, it's kind of boring to me because it's like, alright, man, you're just doing incredible shit. Like, I can't really follow the action that's on the screen. But I just think that it was just a little bit too late, and it's just got characters in there that don't nobody like and can't nobody really relate to, because Lily probably don't even know who the fuck these people are. And Tamara damn sure not gonna know or get, like, they not gonna catch some of the jokes or none of that type of stuff that's in there. So, or even the background characters, like, so it's a movie more so for the adults.
And LeBron fans.
Not even LeBron fans. It got nothing to do with LeBron. Like,
well, I think that's what I'm saying. Like, the attraction of Michael Jordan is what would be the attraction of a LeBron fan. Like, I think you're gonna watch it.
Maybe I can see maybe LeBron fans want to come see it, but even with that, it's like, but after that, like, I felt myself watching like 20 minutes in. I was like, like, what's keeping me here aside from just wanting to finish this out so I can talk about it? Like, that was the only thing. Like, it was nothing else really that was keeping me there. It got a little decent story, and
you gave it a 7 though.
Because it was, I'm not gonna say it was a good movie. It had a lot of good funny parts where I laughed out loud. So it's a good family movie, and you can enjoy it. But I just feel like when I say it's 10 years too late, so I feel like if you would have made this movie in 2010, 2011, and Kobe Bryant was the star, and then you made it in 2020, and LeBron was the star, and it
had like a storyline, like, okay.
Yeah, and it was over with, I can see that. Now, in 2021, I think this movie would have done 10 times more. It would have been a better movie if Steph Curry was the person to do it. If Steph Curry was the starring of it, I think it would have been better because he's more lovable. He's more in that vein of kids. Like, the game that they was playing is more of a Steph Curry type of game where his game would translate into the game that they actually playing in the actual game. So if Steph was in there, I think it would have been a much better movie. I can see why you put LeBron in it because his legacy is the only one that stacks up to Michael Jordan's legacy, but I think this movie would probably been better nowadays if you put Steph in there, other than LeBron. But my other take on it is, had you did it Kobe and then LeBron, it would have been better. And the last thing I'll say on it is, because like I say, don't nobody give a fuck about the Looney Tunes no more, they're like not popular right now. If this movie would have ushered in a new group of cartoon characters,
like some new Looney Tunes characters
for him to play with, and like retire the old Looney Tunes, and now you get like a Looney Tunes cartoon show and shit like that moving forward, I feel like this movie would have been better. But just keeping it solely on the Looney Tunes is like a final farewell sayonara for all Looney Tunes fans. You know what I'm saying? It's like them riding off into the sunset type of movie.
Well, I know they said LeBron gonna make a lot of money through Fortnite based upon this game.
Yeah, I gave my nephew $15 fucking for the new skin already. So.
Fucking Fortnite. They still playing that shit. Fortnite ruined the fucking game industry. All these games are Fortnite based and shit. Like, I want to play that shit, but
it's decent. It's a decent movie. I'm interested to see what you guys say. Nico said it was a great movie. I texted him like, "What made this a great movie?" And
what did he say?
He was just saying it because he liked the story and everything. Like everything that I said. Like the reason why I gave it a 7, I wouldn't say it's great. I would say it's good. But that's why he was saying.
So it got a good story.
Yeah. No. How you saw Jumanji? The first Jumanji was about them playing a board game. The second Jumanji they was playing a video game, and he was like, oh, "Okay, I like how y'all transitioned to the modern,
the new one."
Yeah, how you modernized it from taking because we don't play board games anymore, we play video games. So you modernized it. They modernized it. I like.
Oh, you saying the original Jumanji based on, compared to the new Jumanji?
The new Jumanji. They were playing on the board game on the old, and then there was a video game on this one. So the old one, he got with the Looney Tunes the way that he got with the Looney Tunes. On this one, the way that he got in that shit and he was playing with them seems believable, and it's a decent little premise to go off of. So that's how I'm looking at it. Like, all right. Because that's all I look for. Like, how do you modernize shit? Like, so when you watching old shit or old TV shows and shit like that, it's like, all right, that came out back then, and you translate it to now, how you gonna modernize it? Like GTA. How you gonna modernize Vice City to look like 2021 and not the 80s and some shit like that. So, but
I think they remastered this Wolverine game that I played. Yeah. I flipped on the PS3. I'm thinking about purchasing it.
But all in all, I think it's a pretty good movie, man.
Okay, let me check it out.
Loki. What do you think about Loki?
I think Loki, that we gave episode 5 such high praises. I think I had a really high expectation for the last episode. I think I was let down. I was a little disappointed in it. Really was expecting more of a bigger reveal. Even though I see kind of like what they did kind of end it off kind of strong. But just for what I was looking for from it, it didn't do it for me. Now I understand what it did to kind of like set up. What made it good for me was how I know like what it's setting up for the future with the multiverse and of madness, and then it was kind of already ruined because you already knew about Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, so you knew what at some point the end result was going to end the way he said what Loki didn't want to happen.
Right.
And it kind of makes sense about like the Spider-Man rumors you've been hearing and all these things. It sets up a whole new bigger world, but pretty much 36 minutes out of the 44 was them in a fucking room having a conversation. You know what I'm saying? I think the character...
It was a loaded conversation, though.
Yeah, I don't know who the black guy is supposed to be. I'm assuming Kane the Conqueror or something, right?
Kane the Conqueror, yeah. A version of him.
Yeah, a version of him. I think his personality and his character was pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I think that they made the right pick for that. But yeah, we'll see. What's your take? Because I know you do a lot of deep diving into what goes on and the little hidden messages and stuff.
I think this was the second most important thing that happened in the MCU since Nick Fury told Iron Man, "I want to talk to you about the Avengers initiative." I think that episode was that important because of everything that is set up and how it basically allowed for them to do whatever they want to do, and it's like no question of it now. Like now we can bring in, now we got all our comic book characters back. So now with this episode, it's like, all right, here you go. Now we can do whatever the fuck we want to do. Now I done let you know that he done told you like I'm basically Kane the Conqueror, but there's so many different other ones, and if you kill me, you're gonna open up the door for all the other ones to come through, and what you gonna do when they come through. So as you can see at the end with all the different timelines that's going on, it's like, all right, now we can bring in X-Men, now we can bring in Fantastic Four. Now we can bring in so many different people and go so many different ways. And
if you want to bring back
Black
fallen characters,
right,
bring them back.
Bring them back because that's why I say I feel like this is one of the most important moments in the MCU, other than Nick Fury saying that, because it's setting up the next 10 years of Marvel. I think this episode set up the next 10 years, and the fact that I didn't know it was gonna be a season 2. So they keep heavily emphasizing that all on the internet, like this is just season 1. So it's like, all right, when season 2 coming, and then what you gonna show me moving forward from season 2? You know what I'm saying? So I think this is when I first watched it, I was a little disappointed. Like you say, the action and everything from the episode 5 was so good, but this one
finished strong.
Yeah, when you watch this one, and then when you go back, if you go back and look at the small details and Easter eggs and shit like that, like it'll blow your fucking mind. And everything's like, oh damn, okay, they're trying to do this, they can do this, they can do that. So I think it's moving in the right direction, man. And I think it's gonna be good, man. I think this is a great show. I'm looking forward to season 2. And I think it's a good show to move after Captain America and the Winter Falcon. That shit was trash.
Wow, I like
shit
it.
was trash.
What do you think is next?
That Chinese movie coming out next, and then after that, I think they gonna do like a what if show or some shit like that coming out. I think.
But no, I'm talking about like no more Disney show. Well, yeah, so then the next big movie will be
Probably
Doctor Strange. Doesn't that come out this year? Like November?
Yeah, but I think that Hawkeye shit come out later this year too, don't it? Or next year or something. That's gonna probably be the next big one.
Yeah. When you saw like Hawkeye gonna set up
Spider-Man come out later this
other
year
shit too.
What's Spider-Man come out this
Let me
year?
look at this shit. See what I can get. Look forward to seeing. Let me go to it. Coming soon. High as fuck. Hold on.
Dum, 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 dum.
I don't see shit. I went on there to see like the next 100-some days and shit. There ain't nothing really on, I think Spider-Man,
Come out next year or something.
it gotta be. Let me see. Sonic. Nah, this gotta be that's the. Moving on. I'm sorry. I'm fucking
Yeah,
up.
Loki's pretty good, man.
Go ahead. I do.
I enjoyed Loki, and I'm looking forward to what the MCU has in store for us next. I don't know, man. I don't know what's next. Pop Smoke's album. Did you hear it?
I did not. I'll tell you, I'm not a fan of Pop Smoke.
Okay.
Not because I like it, just like his music. It just doesn't do it for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I did see something where he said he doesn't like making music with other niggas when he was alive. You know what I'm saying? But they keep littering his album with all these, making it a fucking DJ Khaled album. That's what his albums are.
Right.
When I hear it, I'm just like I think I said it before. I'm just not a fan of Pop Smoke and his sound. Don't mean that it's not good. I'm not a fan of it. So I tried to listen to like the first 3 songs. Like I can't listen to this, and I stopped.
Yeah, it was. I can understand how his fans feel because I wasn't a big fan of him before he got killed, but
Hold on. So Shang-Chi, September 3rd.
mm-hmm.
I don't think we get either one of those movies. We were wrong. The Eternals are November 5th.
That'll be a big one. That's gonna set up a lot.
Oh, Spider-Man, December 17th.
Okay.
Yep. No Way Home. So definitely looking forward to that one. And then Doctor Strange is March 25th, 2022. Multiverse of Madness.
Oh, okay.
And then Thor, Love and Thunder is in May. So next year, they gonna just be delivering smashes and shit. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, July 8th. The Marvels, whatever the fuck that is, November 11th. And then Ant-Man and Wasp, Quantum,
Well, King the Conqueror will make his
right, I heard.
introduction.
And then Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, so next year and beyond is when you're gonna get all these like
Big movies. The
big
big guns
movies.
are coming back.
Yeah, X-Men are also coming too, and that is like probably like 2024 or something. 2025, I think it says. Wow.
Yeah.
But hopefully they do like little cameos and some of these upcoming movies and shit. So
But
that's the same. We kind of just all over the place right now, but
with Pop Smoke album, I do feel like it had he been alive, a lot of those songs probably would have been made. A lot of them was like the songs that was just him. They was like a minute and 30 seconds, so it was just like a chorus and like one little verse of him. So it wasn't really a lot of rapping. I think they rushed this album out, and I feel like you can really see the money grab or whatever type of situation to where I don't really look at the album, the first album that came out, the one that did with 50. I think that was really an album he was working on, and they finished it. This one seems like some Biggie duet shit. You remember that shit that came out?
Yep.
Like, this is what that seems like. Like, all right, we just finna, you know you hot right now, so while you hot, we just gonna keep using your name and putting more and more things with it. And the songs is not good. Like, the verses is not good. It's a Pusha T song on there. It's just the beat and everything, just like, it don't even sound like he'll rap on something like this. So I do feel him on that level, and it's like, all right, this shit is kind of trash. But it leads me to ask you another question. How do you ask this? It was a question saying, I guess it's on the internet, and it was like, what rapper do you want to say got bad music, but you can't?
Pop Smoke.
And somebody else said Nipsey Hussle. And they saying is like, with both of them is like, their music and their careers and their legacies have both been overblown because of their untimely demise. And that the fact that people are calling them a legend and everything is out of bounds because musically they haven't done anything in terms of them being a legend. I totally disagree with Nipsey. And with Pop Smoke, I feel like he was headed on his way to superstardom, but his was cut down short. But how do you feel about that?
I
And
ain't really listened to so much
some people
Nipsey
can
Hussle.
probably put Vaughn in that same category in terms of everybody was saying like "Welcome to O Block," although I think that was a cold ass album, and people were saying it prior to him getting murdered, but afterwards everybody was like, you know, that shit was cold. So
Vaughn is actually who I would prefer. I'm waiting to see when because they say he has so much unreleased music. Like, when are y'all gonna put something together
I
like
think
Vaughn?
for this reason, I think because of the Pop Smoke was going on with him, I think that's why. Because who would Vaughn work with? Who would really be on his own? Like,
You gotta just put his shit out on his own. All his songs was the difference with like Vaughn.
but Vaughn made songs with Elite Chopper, T Grizzly.
Yeah, Vaughn made a song. He made songs with a lot of motherfuckers. But I'm saying Vaughn, he got a lot of songs. It's only like a minute and 30 seconds, a minute and like.
Right.
So he can do that shit. You can give. You don't have to do nothing crazy. You can do like 10.
Like I ain't even listen. I listened to like a snippet of the Lurking thing with Polo G. I ain't really like how it was flowing on there, so I ain't even really giving it.
I ain't like the remix.
Give it a chance and everything. So that's the fear of being a fan of somebody like that. Like, even with DMX and his album, it's like, I don't feel like that album would have sounded like that had he still been alive, because I don't think maybe his verses would sound like that, or other person's verse would sound like that. So
Yeah, it gotta be his homies.
but how do you feel about? Do you think Nipsey and Pop Smoke got elevated after death?
Of course, but with Pop Smoke, you can see the potential. Nipsey, they was talking about Nip too. I didn't really listen to too much Nipsey Hussle, so I really can't give you an answer. And I ain't just saying that because Nipsey Hussle, like, so I don't really know. I've attempted to listen to a lot of Pop Smoke. I got a couple Pop Smoke songs on my phone, but it's a real hard listen for me. Like, it just doesn't do it for me. Like, Nipsey Hussle the same. But I have heard songs where, like, he does have rapping ability. I think with Nipsey, it's more than just like a musical impact to where they kind of like boost him into that legendary status because of the other shit that he was doing around the music. You know what I'm saying? And just like trying to educate and things like that, to where you just see like just the growth and development. Snuck that in there. And
don't let him in the door.
yeah, I think that's what the difference with Nip. But like, yeah, Pop Smoke, I think he's definitely one of those artists where like you really can't say anything bad about his music because of his unfortunate demise. But like, I'm not a fan. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just not for me. I don't like too much New York music anyway.
Yeah. Like,
I ain't really not a fan. Like, I like Fabio, but then I can only listen to it so much. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's it for me. Like, he would probably be that person.
Pop Smoke.
Yeah.
Well, and I guess we can get out of here on this. Seems like the question of Chief Keef versus Jay-Z caused quite a stir. They had a lot of heated debates based upon that, and piggybacking off of Nipsey and Pop Smoke. What makes a legend to you in hip hop? What is a legend? Does it consist of just pure rapping ability? Does it consist of rapping ability, accolades, sales? Does it consist of what you did out in your community, the type of person you are? Like, what makes a hip hop legend to you?
Hold on. If for me, it would be just like I keep it just musically, like, and just impact on, or just like the longevity of that person's music. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you got some timeless music, if you just built that status for yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know somebody that's like, people would say like Drake. So Drake is already, at some point when he gracefully bows out, he'll still be, he's so versatile with so much shit he can do that he'll still, he has that legendary status. Lil Wayne, of course, Jay-Z, the greats. Chief Keef got a legendary status, like impact. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, change the game, leaves a stain on it, whether it's negative or positive, doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes somebody legendary for me. Not pretty much the accolades outside of music and all those things. Depends on what it is.
So the type of person you are, what you do for your community, how you...
Nah, they don't make you legendary for me. Not for me.
So you just...
I keep it what it's supposed to be.
Solely focus on the music?
Yeah.
Oh.
And impact and longevity and just shit like that.
Oh, okay.
What is it for you?
I look at your whole impact and influence on the genre as a whole, and like maybe like more so like your movement and everything. So I would definitely put, of course, the people that you would name that you know your legends, but that's why I would put Nipsey Hussle as a legend. He had a lot of music out prior to his death. You can see the progression and how he got better, and you can see like the impact of his music. And the reason I feel like Nipsey got that Tupac type of thing with his shit was like a lot of shit Tupac said can relate to right now. And a lot of Nipsey shit, like you go back to shit that he said in this couple of albums ago, like it relates to right now. Even this shit that he put on Victory Lap, like a lot of it relates to right now. Like his song Dedication that he got with Kendrick Lamar. Like, so he can rap, he got bars and everything, but I think that's the legendary for Nipsey is like his rapping ability and how it was like, what's that shit, like you see in the future type shit, you know what I'm saying, like that type of shit. And definitely his impact on his people and what he stood for. So I would put that into it because I think that kind of makes up everything, you know what I'm saying, because it can't just be rapping ability, because if it was just rapping ability, then you wouldn't say Hov or Wayne or Drake, the people that you put on that first, because people that rap better than them, but they can't make a fucking song that you want to listen to. They can't make an album that you want to listen to. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Rapping ability, impact, longevity, all that shit. Like the music is timeless. Like,
so would Mos Def be a legend to you?
He would be like a hip hop legend. So I guess you would say that.
Lupe
But
Fiasco?
Nah, not for me. I don't listen to enough Lupe
Common?
for that. Chicago legend.
Okay. Twister?
Chicago legend.
Is Biz Markie, R.I.P.?
Hip hop legend.
Okay.
Timeless, you know. Like, if you say Biz Markie, what's first song pop up in your head?
Just a friend.
There you go. It's enough. You won. And they ain't one hit wonder because he got other shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like hip hop legend. You keep throwing names out. I keep telling you if they.
Of course, Biggie and Tupac.
Definitely legends.
Big Pun.
No, not for me.
Why isn't Big Pun a legend?
I don't listen. I haven't listened to enough Big Pun.
Okay.
For me to, like, I've had arguments with E all the time because he's a fan of him. And he'll talk about how lyrically, how Pun was one of the coldest. I'm like,
right.
I just know Crush a lot, He got like a couple songs, but I don't think his catalog big enough. And I don't know, for me, like, now he may have underground shit that they know about that I ain't looked into that I don't know about, so I'm not qualified. I'm only tell you why I would say no for me. Fat Joe, no.
Noriega.
No.
Okay.
No.
Trick Daddy.
Miami legend, Southern legend. He's South. Yeah, he's a legend.
Hip hop legend or is it Southern legend?
Down south. I won't give him the hip hop. I would say like you know him famously. If you say Miami, like if I could say Chicago legend, I'll say Miami.
Okay.
That you can't say Miami rap anything without
Scarface.
Trick Daddy. Absolute legend.
Willie D.
No.
How the fuck Scarface, but not Willie D? It was in the same group.
I know about the group. I'm talking about Scarface outside of the group.
Willie D is the gangster of love.
I don't know now.
Sold drugs.
I don't know one Willie D fucking song.
I sell knowledge that you can't get a hold, cause the game is sold and not told. Oh man, he said it first, man.
Scarface, yes.
No
Willie D, no.
Bun B. Or you want to put UGK
UGK.
as a whole,
As a whole.
but separate.
But if you do, you gotta say like Houston legend. I don't even want to say. I'm gonna just keep it because that's too easy because everybody will qualify. So
they don't reach it.
Bun B and UGK, yes, legend, both of them.
Okay.
Impact.
The game.
No. No.
The game is a no for you.
No, he's not a legend for me.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to go back. I'm gonna see. Hope I can think of some more names. I'm gonna have to go back,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna ask the question.
T.I.?
T.I. Yes, for me.
If we saying legend, he's on the cusp for me. He like that motherfucking that should be in Hall of Fame. He like a motherfucker that should be a Hall of Famer, but he's gonna be a Hall of Famer. You fucking insane.
Because what you finna say? Because what T.I. haven't done? I feel like you finna say is he a Hall of Famer that never won a ring. That's what I feel like you finna say about T.I. Even though that ain't T.I. Because T.I. ran the motherfucking hip hop for 2 years probably.
Nah, he like that motherfucker Hall of Famer that never won the MVP.
2000
Should have won one.
2006 T.I. is unbeatable, man.
No, listen. He should have won it. He got snubbed out of the MVP. Did I say that?
A lot of times.
But he has a lot of great stats. But when you throw it out there, he doesn't get the respect that he deserves.
Okay.
So that's why I'm saying no.
JD, Jermaine Dupri.
This is mine, right? This is for me. JD, yeah. He'll let
I was gonna say he fucking Janet Jackson. Come
yeah.
on, man.
Musical. He produced a lot of
Ludacris.
Yeah. No.
Jeezy. I'll flip this table. You say yes to Jeezy, but no to T.I. and Luda?
I didn't say no to T.I.
You did. You say he on the cusp.
I'll say he's gonna make it for me.
Okay.
But if I'm being fair based upon the way I look at how he's viewed, I'll say he's on the cusp. He gonna get there. But you know how some of you like, he a surefire Hall of Famer.
Okay.
We know he is, but he always getting, like, they just snubbed him out a couple MVPs. Jeezy, I can't say city, I can say regional. So I say Southern.
Okay, so you Southern.
Southern legend.
Brr.
Hell yeah.
So Gucci is a legend?
Southern, man, Gucci got kids.
Is he hip hop legend or is he a legend?
Gucci is a rap Southern legend. It's Southern.
I was thinking you would say hip. I would be okay with you saying Gucci is a bona fide legend based upon his impact and how a lot of the Atlanta motherfuckers probably wouldn't even be in existence without Gucci, right?
Yeah, see, then I say that, and then motherfucker gonna call you and tell you I'm crazy. I'm gonna say Jeezy only Southern, and Gucci is a fuck that.
Because
Gucci, I'm a bigger Gucci fan, and I was being nice. So Gucci would be a surefire absolute legend for me. Rap legend. Like when I'm naming like Wayne Jay, he's like that kind of legend. He ain't just original. He's a rap legend.
Andre 3000.
Oh man. That motherfucker that you can't say nothing bad about. He cold. Under 3,000 is fucking cold. But they seem to have. See, I've never heard them speak about him to the magnitude they spoke upon him after
He was at
the solo, and he would just give like little chop, like features here, features here.
Mm-hmm.
Then he just became just like this fucking lyrical beast. Pusha T, another one.
Pusha T dot magic.
And keep dissing Drake. Stop getting on Pop Smoke albums, dissing Drake. Damn, man, you obsessed. 6ix9ine and shit. Damn, like he you be like, why you want to be a bully? Like he ain't think you look like you lose now because you keep trying to be an antagonist. Joe Budden. I said it. Dude. What the fuck we saying?
Joe Budden.
Oh no. Joe Budden ain't no damn legend. No, you're not a legend.
Okay.
You're not a legend.
Okay, but who we was on? We was on. Yeah, who the fuck is
We talk about Gucci. You asked me about somebody after fucking
Andre
Gucci.
3000. That's who he was on.
Yeah, no, UGK, legendary group, so I guess I gotta say that he's a hip hop
Outkast.
legend. I say Outkast, but I think Big Boy and
Together?
I think separately they held their own too.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna put them together. Like UGK, I'm gonna put them together and make them rap legends.
Mm-hmm.
They on the cusp too. UGK on the cusp. Like they like 8 Ball and MJG.
Are they legends? Those legends?
They not.
No?
But they big. They start like that would be like that Southern shit. They should be.
Okay.
But I gotta get. But if I say UGK,
You gotta say Outkast.
you know what I'm saying? If I say,
I got a good one for you.
all right, go ahead.
Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Motherfucking rap legend.
That's you being biased.
I'm not. Bone Thugs and Harmony. Okay? Singing, rapping, all this shit. It would be. See, people never want to say Bone when they talking about this type of style of music.
Why can't they just be Ohio legends?
No, sir. They are Bone Thugs and Harmony.
From Akron.
Is absolute rap legends.
Easy.
Groups.
Easy.
Easy is a.
You said the game.
I want to say West Coast. Easy a legend. They're legend.
So definitely Cube is a legend then. Without a
For sure.
Okay.
And you I just burped the hot dog, but so pardon me. Q is he's one like with that 50 realm where like the shit outside impact has made him like into a big legend.
So would 50 be a legend as well then?
He on the cusp. 50 on the
I think
cusp.
my brother said 50 not a legend.
Yeah.
I
50
think-
on the cusp.
Yeah.
It's like he got a lot of stats.
Ooh, this is good, man. E40.
Man, hell no. Doodoo. Did you see? I see that thing what Vaughn said about him. Bro, he's like, see?
I see, man.
He's like, I'll pop his ass back weekend. Oh, fuck, he's annoying.
I disagree.
No.
I'm gonna let you hear E40 verse on. He got a song with Joyner Lucas called "I Stand on That." Listen to his verse on there. That shit is underrated and cold.
Birdman give you a decent verse.
Birdman don't write this shit though.
Birdman a legend. Bro, stop playing with motherfucking Birdman. Man, the game, man. Stop playing with, I'm finna say smirk. What you talking about, man? No, I want to stay on who I said.
I say E40, you said no.
E40, no,
so
sir.
Too Short would be no.
Too Short a legend. Bitch, come on, man. Too Short a legend. Let me drink some more of this.
Okay, who else I got for you?
Jadakiss?
Okay. Jada not a legend? The Lox as a whole group. Nope.
I ain't listened to enough Locks, but I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna say this, and I want to keep throwing these names out, but I want to mention this battle. I don't know why people think the Locks is gonna wash the Dipset.
Cause you ain't heard enough music. You just said it.
Because the Dipset is gonna wash the fucking Locks. Stop playing with. I'm a late bloomer to Dip.
Negative.
The Dipset is a fucking movement. Goddamn it, legendary.
I'll tell you. We get back to. I'll tell you what I told my brother.
What he say?
He said Dipset. I said
You're fucking nuts.
I said in New York, the Locks is gonna win because the New York region, they know that music more than we do. And they appreciate that Lock shit from when he was with Biggie. When they was with Biggie and all that Rough Rider shit. And they still putting out cold shit. Styles P just dropped a cold ass album just recently, like a couple of days ago. So they're still putting out raw shit. So in New York, I think the Locks is gonna win. Worldwide, I think Dipset is gonna win because I think the Locks is more of a regional group.
Well, I'll call him New York nigga, and I'll get his opinion on it.
I think he'll say the same thing. I think if you listen to the music, it's definitely gonna. The Locks got better music and way better hits than them motherfuckers.
I'm gonna text him.
But I definitely think Dipset is gonna win worldwide.
I'm gonna give you an answer right now.
But Busta Rhymes.
I text Locks or Dipset, give me one. That's his voice, that's how he would say it. Busta Rhymes, for me personally, no. In reality, yes. Yes. But for me, no.
Cassidy.
Hell no. Lower than E40. The fuck? What you say his name for? Fuck you say his name for, man? Don't say his fucking name. Yeah, Cassidy.
Beanie Siegel.
He on the cusp.
How the fuck is
He ain't no legend.
over Cass? Okay.
Cassidy is not in this conversation.
Wow.
He ain't in this conversation.
Okay.
He ain't even a fucking Philly legend.
Tretch from Naughty by Nature.
Oh man. Naughty by nature. Naughty by nature. On the cusp. I want to say group, legendary group, but I'm gonna say on the cusp for me.
Queen Latifah.
Legend.
T-Pain.
Hitmaker on the cusp. He ain't no legend. He on the cusp. He on the cusp.
Ooh-wee.
He on the cusp.
Oh, Nikki.
This for me. Oh yes, ma'am.
Eve.
What was the definition of legend? It was
What's
my
your
definition, right? Okay, right.
What's your
So based on Eve, yeah. Because this is all my definition that I gave already. Not what a motherfucker think they version of a legend is. I bet. All right. And if they just say I'm wrong, they didn't listen to my version of a legend. All right. Who else? Who we got?
Oh, no, I think I'm
Give me a couple more. We got
Plies.
no. Hell no.
Nelly.
Yeah, he that one that got in the Hall of Fame with really low votes. That's Nelly. He got low votes, but he in that bitch. He
Hey, Nelly had a movement.
That's what I'm saying. He in there.
Yeah.
He got low votes, but he in there. Eminem, legend.
Okay.
Absolute. Dr. Dre, legend.
I want to get some Detroit. Where's the 5'9"?
I don't listen to him enough. Not a legend.
Okay.
Great lyrical rapper, but not a legend.
Ja Rule.
No. Hitmaker, not a legend. Not a fucking legend. Benzino, trash.
Cameron.
Big ass head. Cam was with the dip. Cam is not a fucking legend. Great character. Great personality. Trendsetter. But he ain't no fucking legend.
Trina.
No. Nah, she no legend.
Flocka. Waka Flocka.
Flocka,
Because you gotta say Flocka birthed Sosa.
for sure. Oh hell yeah. Flocka birthed all that shit. Like he don't want to get credit for like he the original fucking creator of
that
dreadhead foolishness.
Shit,
I'm gonna say, well, he not a legend though. No, I'm not giving him that status. He like that motherfucker who he be like all team first NBA and shit, but he ain't getting no MVP votes. He getting like a couple votes, but he ain't like nah.
Kendrick.
Hell no, overrated. Can't say nothing about him.
Rico.
No, not for me. He cold, but nah. Like, nah. Chance, no.
Kanye.
Yeah. You got to. You be damn fool not to say Yeezy, especially with all the shit that he do. Just global impact. This nigga walking around with big coats, leather pants, and masks on his face. Sitting like, you a cold ass nigga, man. You just walking like, you.
Legendary. Kanye is legendary.
Fool.
I don't know. I think that's all I can think of.
Yeah, that'd be it. We can stop though. Dirt, nigga gonna be legendary.
Happy.
Nah. They just Chicago.
They just Chicago legends. Chief Keef is definitely a legend. I would definitely put Chief.
He gotta go up there.
Pretty good.
Dirk coming though. Dirk on the cut. Dirk like, he like tearing shit up. You like, this nigga killing. He shooting up the list and shit. He gonna be there. He'll be there at some point. But
Yo Gotti.
no. He got a lot of stats. He be hooping. You be like, his ass be scoring, but he ain't getting no. He getting no MVP votes, and he like second team NBA.
Soldier.
Soldier is like, Soldier is the motherfucker that is not gonna make it to the Hall of Fame because we'll substitute steroids with like trouble. You be like, you ever heard of Daryl Strawberry?
I have.
He's the Daryl Strawberry. You like, he got all this talent, you do all this stuff, but you keep using drugs and shit. You just like fucking fool.
Don't nobody want no Soldier.
Yeah, exactly. That's Soldier right there. That's Soldier. Bow Wow, no. Nigga was coming with that shit. No. Don't even fucking get it out your mouth. Don't fix your face and say it. No way.
Master P.
Southern, but not a hip hop legend.
Okay. That's all
But Birdman, I don't know.
Do you? And then we'll get out of here on this question. Since we're gonna get Dipset versus the Locks, do you foresee Cash Money versus No Limit?
For what?
Versus.
For what?
What you mean for what, motherfucker? See who got the better songs?
So wash. Like, what are you talking about?
Watch on whose side?
Man, you better stop fucking playing.
Watch on whose side?
Give me what they got. Make them say, right?
Yeah.
Guess what I'm gonna get you?
Shaka got a couple of.
Well, ain't my fault. All right, when you play Make them say, what I'm gonna give you? That's their
Bling,
biggest song,
bling,
right?
you gonna give me
I ain't even giving you that yet. I ain't giving you that yet.
Bling, bling.
I ain't giving you that yet. What's
Number one starter?
What is Master P No Limit biggest song?
Make them say as a collective is probably their biggest song, but as a unit.
If you had to play, if you say, all right, this song is gonna win, give me your Master P song that's gonna defeat any Cash Money song.
I'm not the biggest No Limit fan, so I'll just keep going back to make say, what you gonna do when Mystical play Shake That Ass?
I'm gonna play Back That Ass Up.
No, Shake That
Ain't nothing beats Back That Ass Up.
Shake That Ass is better than Back That Ass Up.
Do you still hear it?
I can't even with my dick in my hand.
Wait,
come on, man.
Do you still hear Shake Your Ass?
Yes.
Well,
From my
when you hear Back That nigga just made a Vax That Ass Up, okay? Stop playing, man.
Shake definitely shake that ass.
I wouldn't even go say bling bling, but come on, man. It's a wash. I need a hot girl. It's a wash. It's a wash. I'm not even gonna say nothing else. I'm not saying nothing fucking else. I'm not saying project bitch. I'm not giving you that. It's a wash. This is a wash. This is a group. And then you're gonna go to like songs. We have to disqualify Wayne. You have to disqualify him. You have to say Wayne to a certain point you can't play.
Snoop was in no limit.
Give a fuck. You fuck them other niggas because I'm down for my niggas. Yeah.
Who's the man with the plan?
You got ain't my fault. No. That shit ain't beat nothing. Snoop Dogg. Booed his ass out of here. Nah. Was he on
You remember when he was in the skate? You remember that video?
Was that No Limit?
He was on No Limit.
Guess what? It don't
Top,
matter.
The ice
Get
on
up,
box.
boo. Come on, it's over, man. It's over. It's a fucking wash, man. You like, oh my God, I forgot about Still Fly. Come on, man. Go on with this shit. I'm not about to entertain this shit.
Okay.
Y'all don't want to bring
I'm
cash
done.
money out.
I'm done. All right, I'm done. I'm done.
Y'all don't want to bring cash money out, man.
I'm done. Okay. No Limit can't compete with Cash Money at all.
So fucking wash, man. Like, and Mystical Shake That Ass wasn't even on No Limit no more. He had left. They don't even count. They got Make 'Em Say they got Bout It. They got Ice Cream, man. No.
They got some Mia X.
The Party Don't Stop. That's it. They got War Wounds.
Skullduggery.
They got hood shit. Cash Money is
Murder.
Cash Money is do my hand down to my shoes. Wash, man. God damn. Just shit just coming off the dome. This is a wash. Like, stop this shit, man. You think about that summer. You think about them summers when
They can even play that.
that shit kept you like,
Yeah, that was that shit.
I threw out my arm and bitches thought I started. Come on, man. Thought it started snowing. Sorry. It's fucking up my language.
That's
I've
the
been
only
working on my
Juvie verse.
Wayne.
That's the only Juvie verse.
That's
I like.
Wayne, actually.
He wrote it?
No, that's Wayne verse.
No, Yellow Vipers, Yellow Hummer,
No,
Yellow
I said
Bitch.
I threw up my wrist.
I
and
know
bitches
that,
thought
but
I
I'm
was
saying the only Juvie
Okay.
verse I like is that. That's the only Juvie
Body
verse
that
I like.
shit.
Yeah,
Come
he
on,
did.
man.
Somebody probably wrote it, but.
No, somebody, Juvie wrote it. The fuck? Man, stop playing with Juvie, man. Stop playing with these
That shit was
boys.
cold.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, man. We'll definitely put this clip out, see if we get a little traction, see if we get somebody, get some votes and everything.
Yeah, I want to know about that. He must be asleep. Because I wanted to know about that Locks and Dipset. I'm going to get his ass on it. Definitely a New York guy. I know he excited about it. He put up some posts with Biz Marquee, and I was just like, man, you a real hip-hop nigga. Like, he had the pillow, all that shit. Like, he is somebody that I want to go to New York with. Because he knows a legend. He knows all of the places to go. He'll be like a tour guide. And I'm pretty sure he's going at the early wee hours of the AM.
I will go.
'Cause that's exactly when I would go. Walking around these hoods. He met Dapper Dan. Took a couple pictures with Dapper Dan. Yeah, man. And New York is a trip that I would like to take. But you got to take it with the right person. Because you got to know where to get in and out. You know what I'm saying?
I want to go.
Yeah. But,
You either go there with a bunch of girls or the right type of niggas.
yeah. That's over with for me. I'll be on the date. Couples Retreat. A great movie, by the way. And that has been episode 62.
Of the Straight Gas Only Podcast. I am D Block. To my left is Dayo. You guys should go out and
The
watch
Truth Teller.
Breaking Bad. Walter White, man.
Watch.
Heisenberg. You remember that motherfucking name. Heisenberg. Say my name. That's what he said. That's what he tells him in there.
Alright.
Cold, man. That shit cold.
I'm going to watch
You
it.
can get my mom to start watching it. When she was hooked, she said, after like episode 3 or 4. Because I forgot, like, it's some shit that happened in there
It's
where
hour episodes.
like 40-something minutes. When it get the good episodes, probably give you like 50. But yeah, that shit go through good pacing and everything. Like, it's good. It's not a wasted episode on the fucking show, honestly.
I heard.
Honestly.
I heard it was really good.
Yeah, it's real good.
Game of Thrones, man.
I'm gonna definitely check it out.
Go into it with like open mind. What was really I struggled with in the beginning is like when you watching the first episodes and it's all that old talking shit, what thous and shit, you be like, man, I'm not watching this shit. Like I'm watching but I ain't watching it. Then something just grabs you in and you like, I don't know what it'll be for you. For me, I was just sitting around and something happened and I was like, rewind that shit and I was like, oh, I paid attention, I set up. And then I'm like, what the fuck going on here? And then things just start to happen, and you just like, okay, yeah, all right, this shit real. Watch this shit, and then it's just great.
Yeah, that's how that is.
It's great.
Jesse Pinkman is my favorite character. He always says "bitch" after everything. Like, like, go do what I told you to do, bitch. Like that.
My favorite character on Game of Thrones. See, I would say Jon Snow, but then you would think like, what you've already heard his name.
I've heard it. Yeah,
Like him, I like.
Is he like the Rick of the show, like a cliche, or a Daryl type?
I can't even tell you that. It's like, it's just like, it's in a sense, it's like Walking Dead to where like you're gonna figure out like who works for you. Mm-hmm. That's how it is. Like it's so many different characters. Like I like the guy. I forget the tribe that he's from and shit, but you'll know they got like the fucking the long ass sticks and shit. He got a low ass cut. Mm-hmm. I like him. And a couple others that I won't really go into because I don't really want to give you too much. But Jon Snow is that person where you just like, but then you'll probably like somebody like, you'll probably like the midget. I forget his name.
Are you insinuating because that's the...
Nah, I ain't talking about your midget fantasies and shit. Nah, you'll probably like him because the way he operate and do things, you'll like him. You know, I like them underdog characters and shit. Like, you know, I root for the underdog.
I'll definitely check it out, man. Last one on the way out, man. Fabulous.
Nah. A lot of stats, a lot of buckets. A lot of buckets. He on the cusp. He the motherfucker that's like, he keep being in the running, but he keep not getting enough votes. You be like, damn, how he keep missing? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's fabulous.
Okay.
Like one day he may get in there, but he not there yet.
All right, man. That has been another good episode of the Straight Gas Homie Podcast. Make sure you follow us on YouTube at straight_gas_homie. Follow us on Instagram at the same thing, straight_gas_homie. I am DBlock1203. He is Dayo226 on Instagram, and also the same thing on Twitter. I am Deshaun0307 on Twitter. Like, subscribe, hit the follow button, share, comment. Let us know what you think about the legend list and who you guys think are legends. And let us know what you think about the sex life talk that we gave earlier about, comments about that as well.
And your version of a legend. Not Dayo's version of a legend.
Right.
So when you pick who you pick, it's because of your version. Not because I got it fucked up because I don't know what a legend is. I told you what my version is.
Right.
Kiss my ass. Fuck you. I don't care. I said what I said. And Wayne is the GOAT of all GOATs.
Oh, okay. And we are out, man.
Man, god damn, what time is it? It's like I'm gonna be going to sleep again about 2.